Yes, this was a tape show. They didn't care, so why should I? I'm John Renton with my review of WWE Smackdown. They had to get this one in the can because they're on a tour of the UK. It's a big money-making deal, but the dubbed-in crowd was certainly going wild, sounding like, "Oh, Luke, Luke," sounding like Yoda yelling Luke's name while he's fucking a pigeon. You're welcome for that image. No, I don't know what I'm on about, but it certainly made as much sense as anything else on this show. It was just matches for the sake of matches. Nothing was well-paced. It was just to get through another week on Fox. So, good fucking goddamn grief. The dubbed-in crowd was ridiculous. I'm sure the crowd was tired, but goddamn it, they couldn't get any enthusiasm up for this goddamn show. They start with the steel cage, Drew versus Sammy. And I didn't care about this goddamn feud going into this. Why am I going to care now? By the way, you can win this cage match via pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. Other than that, anything goes. And nobody can get in the cage. It's not like anybody ripped the door off its hinges to get in there to make his debut and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yes, I know that was a Hell in a Cell, not a cage. You get the point. But Drew wins with a goddamn Claymore. Can we get away from this feud? Apparently we do, based on something else that happens later. So, video package on Charlotte and Ronda and all the bullshit going on there. Kayla interviews Charlotte. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. We go to Happy Talk with Corbin. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. I don't care about this feud with Moss. But he was dressed up as one of the trophy people. Apparently, Corbin doesn't bother to research any of the people that he brings onto his staff or, any people that he hires. He's like, okay, I'm just paying you guys $50. Oh, you don't look at all like the guy that I'm feuding with. Go carry this trophy out that I stole from you last week. Could you, best buddy? Could you really? I mean, granted, it was about 2 hours before they taped this, but you get the whole point. Anyway, Moss was undercover, and then he used the sledgehammer and said, Corbin, why don't you call my name? Anyway, I don't care about this feud. Ricochet then beat Shaky Shanky very quickly with a roll-up. Not the only roll-up we would get. Remember when the Intercontinental Championship actually meant something? So, there's tension among Jinder and Shaky Shanky. Oh no. There's a Walter Kaiser pre-tape, which sounded a lot less right in my head, but let's move on. Raquel Scorpio shows up and takes on Kat Cardoza, who is Layla Gray, who appeared on various AEW Dark and Elevation programming, and actually also faced off against Serena Deeb in one of those Professor challenges. She was on an episode of Rampage, I believe. Good on Layla Gray. She got in some shots. This was a showcase for Raquel, though. Hopefully Layla Gray gets featured a little bit more. Raquel wins with some, whatever the hell they're calling the bomb. I have no goddamn idea. I actually did not catch it. It starts with a C, I think. But anyway, RK Bro and the Usos have a contract signing that dissolves into a brawl, and then Reigns comes down and rips up the contract, and he puts it in Riddle's mouth. Reigns takes it in his fist and puts it in Riddle's mouth. And every fangirl, and statistically some fanboys, were like, it should have been me. It should have been me. What the hell are you doing here, Ziggler? And then here's Drew. He lays out the Usos. He stares down Reigns. We get a brief brawl. And I guess the Nakamura feud's just out the goddamn window. That's fine. I don't really think that anybody was going to buy into Nakamura versus Reigns. Maybe he's injured. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he fell asleep. I don't blame him since they really haven't done that much with him lately. So, Heyman talks to Pierce and says, hey, how about an upgrade to the tag title unification match? RK Bro and Drew versus the Usos and Reigns. He doesn't imply winners takes all, but I'm guessing that's where they're going to go with it because Pierce is like, I don't want to make that. And Heyman's like, well, I'll make you make that match. And by the way, we are 9 days away from the pay-per-view. Premium live event. WrestleMania Backlash. We are 9 days away from that, and that's probably going to be the main event, and you're just implying that you're going to make it now. So, Naomi makes her entrance. We're getting a tag title match in 2 weeks. Naomi and Sasha versus Natty and Shayna. So, Shayna versus Naomi. I am bound and determined to believe that they want Shayna to quit. This was taped before they did some more releases earlier today. Check out my video of that. But I believe Shayna and Dakota Kai are an item. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm willing to be corrected if I am wrong. But I have a feeling that because of Shayna's age, and that's the company's view, not mine. I think Shayna, as far as her ability, could still do some great stuff. I think they're probably going to get rid of Shayna soon. Or make her quit. But, so, of course, Shayna loses via roll-up, because she always loses via roll-up. At this point, with the way they book her, why doesn't somebody just immediately hit a roll-up right after the bell rings? She rarely kicks out. And then we get a sharpshooter in the ropes on Sasha, and then Naomi's arm gets bent and hurt. Oh no, the Usos are going to have to drive themselves. And they've proven that they really can't fucking do that very well without getting caught. So, where's Butch? Poor Pete Turdoon. So, the 2/3 of the New Day basically make a League of Nations reference, and then talk about how Sheamus, he's shake it Sheamus or whatever. He's shake it like a Polaroid picture, I guess. And Xavier takes on Midge Holland, and please let this feud end. He ends up coming up with the backwoods, his finisher, and gets the victory over Ridge, who is not ready for the main roster, and I don't think ever will be. Sheamus says to Kofi, hey, how about we have a match just to fill time? I mean, he didn't say that, but he might as well have. Match wasn't bad. Bro kick 1, 2, 3. Beat down. Table gets pulled out. A table bomb to Xavier. It's a good thing that Xavier was able to tuck because Ridge almost just flattened him right there. Stop featuring Ridge in spots like this. They're going to have a tables match next week. So, Lacey Evans has chapter 4 of her story. She graduated high school, first in her family to do so. Did well in the Marines. Is a strong, independent woman that don't need no man, even though she has a man. Big bootstrap energy in this promo. Okay, Lacey, stop yodeling. I think she was yodeling. Look, this would be emotional, except for the fact this is another fucking gimmick change, and it feels so forced. Her story is good. The presentation feels forced. Ronda beat Shotzi in 1:41 seconds, and they beat the clock challenge. I Quit beat the clock challenge, and then Charlotte could not beat Aaliyah in the same time because Aaliyah managed to elude Charlotte and let Charlotte's stupidity carry her outside. And then she beat up Gulak and hit him with the ring bell. That's it. That's all I gotta say. That's it for fucking Smackdown. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.